Hey everybody, welcome to Questionable Lock. I'm Taylor Stahl.
I'm Carson Marsh.
I'm Sebastian Itachi.
We had a pretty good weekend, I think, for everybody. I think all I heard from everyone is just dubs and a lot of money. So, CJ, what games did you win on this weekend?
So we hit Lions, Bears, Lions plus 3. Lions ended up winning the game against the Bears, who kind of it was a high-scoring game. Bears went out to a super early lead. They were up by 10 points, 13 points at one point. We're big Staffy people, and Staffy he came out and he kind of did exactly what we said. New coach, a lot to play for. Closing out the year on a better note than the last couple of games have been under Patricia. But yeah, we hit on that bet. They ended up winning. We had plus 3. Thought it would be more of a low-scoring game, but yeah, Sebastian, I don't know if you put any money on it, but I made some money this weekend, so I'm pretty happy with the results of what we chose.
Yeah, well, it was a really good game. Obviously, 34-30, the final score. It's pretty much exactly what we said would happen. Like you mentioned, new coach, new adrenaline boost type of thing. The Bears, Mitch Trubisky, that they're right there. Just I don't know. They started off so well, and they've had a multitude of chances to prove that they are as good as that start, and they haven't yet. Another loss to the Lions is a tough one, but like we said, it's kind of a boost for them this week. Without you lose your coach, and now we'll see how they really start to play with this new guy in.
Yeah, it definitely will be interesting to see how the Lions close out this year. I think they're at 5-7 right now.
Yeah,
still have a top 10 pick. If you are the general manager of this team / interim general manager, it's definitely hard to tell your guys to lose. But with such a loaded draft class, I'm almost wondering if they should salvage their future to move up and get one of the top 3 quarterbacks in this class. I don't know if Trask will move on to the NFL, but it's looking more and more likely with this Heisman coming out. But there's a lot of quarterbacks in this class. If you're the GM of this team, are you moving on from Stafford and going in a new direction with this loaded quarterback class?
Well, you got to think about their division. And if you look at their division, the Packers obviously at the top, pretty clear. They're winning that division. But after that, Vikings right there at 6-6, I think. The Bears are right there with them at 5-7 also. So with this new coach, if you give them a couple games, maybe the Lions sneak into that wild card spot. Obviously, it's really hard to tank if you're going to have a guy like Matt Stafford. He's a pro. He's not trying to lose games. He's gone through that enough this year. But there is a lot of talent coming out. I think that, if it gets to week 14, 2 more games or 1 more game, I think, then maybe they start taking a look at it. But like I said, they're right there in their division. They probably feel like they have a decent shot to close out the season strong. And if I was the Lions, I wouldn't yet. Maybe, like the Jets with almost a clear tank play yesterday at the end of that game. That's a little bit of a different situation because they're 0-12 now. But Lions are on the edge of the wild card looking in, but that win yesterday really helped them a lot. It should give them confidence. Maybe they make a play for that one. But I think you can't go for losses with Matt Stafford on your team unless he's injured. And it's easy.
Yeah, I'm glad you're an optimist. You're an optimist in certain situations, but there's no way they're getting that wild card. I said they move on from Stafford at the end of this year. We'll see though. Taylor, I know you're talking a lot about Rams Cardinals. It's a game that Rams ended up winning, obviously. Won by a big margin.
Yeah. It was a super weird game though. Like from the start, I was like, all right, Cardinals are taking this. They were like 2 touchdowns up. Like Rams were looking tough. Like Rams were looking absolute tough. I think what happens to the Rams is that their defense comes in so clutch sometimes that their offense like has no choice but to like show out and perform like at the end. Like we've talked about how they're so like inconsistent that like that game was the perfect example of just like what's happening right now, like literally what's happening. And it was a very interesting game with like Cardinals offense basically versus Rams defense is what I saw. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't think that Rams offense was really, I don't know. It was an interesting game for sure. But what did you guys think about it?
I mean, how about Jared Goff? You know, we talk all this mess on him. Goes out,
I'm still going to.
has a very solid game. I think 37 to 47. Obviously, a lot of those passes within their offensive system. You know, so it's not like he's throwing Mahomes type passes the whole game, but
Right.
he did what he had to do. And you mentioned the Rams defense and how good they are. They just needed, you needed to see that your offense is doing well. You have something to play for. Goff, it's there. I think he's 6-1 in his career against the Cardinals now. Always seems to play well against them. But more importantly, that Rams win ties them for the top of the division because the Seahawks, what was that? Lose to the Giants at home.
That was crazy.
Now Rams have the chance to take the division.
Yeah.
And which means that they'll probably play really bad this week.
Exactly. Which sucks because we all want to be LA fans. We all want the Rams to win. You know what I'm saying? Like we want them to. But it's so hard. It's so hard. It's like the one game where I'm like, no, I want the Cardinals to win. Like they've been coming up. Like I want them to win. And then the Rams just come out of nowhere. And I'm like, this is why. Like this is why you can't bet on the Rams. Like you can't. You never know which team they're going to come out as. And we've talked about this so many times before. And it's like that. Like more so like kind of like second half team that we saw yesterday was so fun to watch. Yeah. Like it's just like it's upsetting to me because I feel like they have so much potential to be incredible.
I mean, the Giants are reminiscent of these guys last year, except I mean they're gonna win their division. But look, you got a team that's injury prone. They're 5-7 leading their division. They look like a decent team to be honest.
I mean, that defense, man, they were locking.
The Seahawks right now. Seahawks have the same record as you. Had a good Gonzaga game for us. Ultimately got postponed because of COVID. I don't know if there's any great games you have on your watch this week.
This week coming up, tomorrow night, we have Arizona State. They're ranked 25. They might go up with this week's rankings. They're playing San Diego State.
Oh, that could be about.
Yeah, SDSU should be getting ranked this week. I don't know. They had a good win over Pepperdine yesterday. They were down 16 in the second half. And my dog Jordan has 17 to bring him back. So we like that. That's a really good win. But I'm not sure when the Gonzaga Baylor game is going to be this week. Teams are starting to get, geared up towards league play. I know, like I said, Mountain West league play was supposed to start this week. I know Big West, like for UCSB and stuff, is supposed to start, I think maybe Wednesday or really soon. But I don't have any on my schedule for now. The NBA, though, preseason games start, next week, I think? Maybe end of this week. Yeah.
Christmas start time, so that'll be interesting. Yeah. And, we definitely got some great games to talk about this Thursday. Got 49ers, Bills tonight, Pittsburgh, Washington football team. Bills are an underdog. And it's one of the sketchiest lines I've seen in a while. 49ers somehow turned it on this last little half of the season, despite being injury prone. They got Mostert back. I don't know if Kittle's back, but Bills can't really handle the run that well. So with Mostert back, I kind of like the 49ers tonight. I mean, everything tells me logically that the Bills are a better team, but given that Vegas is favoring the way less talented because of injury 49ers, I'm going to have to ride with Vegas and say the 49ers are a Monday questionable lock.
I think you kind of always have to. It's hard to go against Vegas. It really is. Yeah. You have to be real confident in your picks if you're going against Vegas.
Yeah.
But what were you going to say, Seb?
The Steelers game is tonight also, and then the Ravens play the Cowboys tomorrow.
Really?
So apparently.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so a lot of betting action to bet on.
Yeah, Cowboys at Ravens. I'm not sure what the line is for that, but that could be a game. The Ravens are favored by 9 right now. So
the Ravens are falling out of the playoff picture every day.
Quickly.
They're 6-5 right now. I assume they'll be 7-5 by Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, it's going to come down to the last couple of weeks. As a Dolphins fan, I'm even worried. We have that 7 spot locked up, but we play the Chiefs next week, Raiders, Patriots, Bills. So we got a tough little end of the schedule. But Ravens are on the outside looking in. The Browns are 9-3.
Big win over the Titans.
Yeah, big one over the Titans. So it'll be interesting in the next couple of weeks. We're gonna have a lot to talk about as far as AFC playoff picture. NFC, there's some slots coming close too. Probably most
NFC
notable.
West.
Yeah.
Crazy. Even the NFC East is gonna be a tight one.
We're also going to have a lot of exciting stuff to talk about with regards to college football. Like, it's coming to an end. Like, things are happening. USC, for example, played yesterday. Crazy game. Probably the best I've seen, like, USC play since,
in 2 years.
I don't even know. It was absolutely nuts. Carson was trying to recruit some of them to go to the Dolphins because he was like, this is nuts.
Exactly. Amon-Ra broke the record. He tied Robert Woods' record of 4 TDs in a game, but he did it in 1 quarter. So I need him
in like 15 minutes.
And in less than 15 minutes. It was like 30
seconds. Sorry, I didn't hear you say that.
But yeah, exactly. He had 0 TDs through 3 games, 4 in the 4th game. So yeah, there's going to be a lot to talk about this week.
Yeah, I mean, that was such a good game, you guys. Like, I thought that my prediction of every time USC plays like a shittier team, they play shittier, like they come down to their level. But this was the game that it was like, absolutely not. We're gonna run this team into the ground and we're gonna like it. Like, and they did, and it was absolutely incredible to watch as a USC fan. And it was, I mean, I don't know if
playoff bound. USC is playoff bound right now.
What?
USC is playoff bound right now. 4-0.
I was gonna say, what do you guys think about the playoffs in the Pac-12 and all of that situation? What do you think is gonna happen?
Honestly, I think the Pac-12 is being punished for starting late, and I think that there's no chance any of our teams make it in, especially with Oregon losing and playing like.
Yeah, they will. Who would even defend?
But I mean, I think this just shows that they have to expand the playoff to 8 teams in the future, 8 teams at least. Also, I don't really know what's happening, but if USC wins the Pac-12, I guess we don't play in the Rose Bowl because it's a play-in playoff.
Rose Bowl is canceled.
Well, no, so they're having it, but there's no fans. But it's a play-in playoff game.
Oh, so this year it is.
Pac-12, we want to go to the Rose Bowl.
So what's the bowl then?
I don't know. I to be honest, I have no idea how that works.
We'll see. Dang.
I assume we could go play like in the Holiday Bowl or one of those bowls.
Yeah.
But I mean, Slovis looked great, and I don't know. This is definitely a crazy year. So I feel like it'll be more. I think we'll figure things out in the next couple.
USC, Indiana in a bowl game, maybe.
That could be interesting.
Indiana might have too good of a bowl game, though.
Also, I just want to put it out there into the world that Drake London is an absolute animal, and I've said this from the first day that I've seen him play, and he is so underrated, and he is. I just think that he is. I mean, he had the ball like half the game, like he got us down the field the entire time. You know what I'm saying? And then on and on with the clutch catches. Like I don't know. I think that those 2 kids are like absolutely NFL bound, and they're gonna be crazy.
Wide receiver you.
Wide receiver you, exactly. I don't know. That was an exciting game to watch. I'm just still kind of on a high from it. Sorry, I'm talking about it so much. We don't get to win like this very often.
That's
so when we do, it's like I'm winning the entire week.
Yeah.
I'm celebrating all week. So I can't believe we only have 1 game left. 5-game season is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
But anything else you guys want to talk about? I think we got all the games that we talked about.
I think that's it. Tottenham got a dub over our biggest rivals. It's what we do.
Wait, that's huge. Did you bet on it?
I did. I made money.
Let's go.
I did make money.
Everybody made money this weekend. Let's go.
Big time.
All right. Well, I hope you guys made money this weekend, and we'll be back on Thursday with some good shows. Maybe some surfing. We'll see. I don't know.
We'll see.
Maybe some live surfing coverage.
Maybe some live surfing.
We'll see.
Yeah. But yeah, make sure to check out the website, questionablelock.com, and we'll see you on Thursday.